What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talking ENT and also Polo Sports News Plus. Excuse me. Here again with another one. Hit that like, hit the sub, and also hit the comments as soon as the stream is over. And also, as always, make sure you're hitting the notification bell so that you're able to get all of my videos, man. Look, man, we really got to talk about this about K Michelle. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to one of the LDBC homies in Town Biz. Um, if you haven't subscribed to Town Biz, go sub to his channel, man. He brings a lot of content and very good topics to talk about, just like all of my bros here at the LDBC do. So shout out to Town Biz for talking about this. Uh, I really didn't want to talk about it though because it was just so disgusting just looking at it, man. And let me explain myself before everybody goes haywire, thinking that I'm just automatically just talking down on K Michelle right now. Listen, what K Michelle had done to her face surgically, to me, I think that she mentally has something that she's fighting. You know what I'm saying? Uh, some people, man, especially a lot of women that have like really low self-esteem or have mental issues, they tend to do a lot of stuff to their body just to appease the people, or and they might think it's for themselves to appease themselves and everything, but it's really not. You know, she had already had a surgery on her ass, okay, and it was a surgery where she had to get the silicone removed because if she didn't, she could have possibly died because it was illegal. Then she also had some other surgeries, cosmetic surgery done, to her body or whatnot. And to me, I'm like, man, God made you who you are, man. You know, if if you got a nose that God gave you, man, keep your damn nose. It's just like I don't agree with what any of them stars did to their nose. You know, Michael Jackson, R.I.P. God rest his soul. Nene Leach. And man, God made you who you is, man. You know, it's like why do you want to sit there and try to sit up there and reconstruct your whole entire face? You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, that shows that. I mean, you're not confident in yourself, and I know that these women, they want to stay relevant, they want to stay competitive and everything. I get it. You know, I get what they're trying to do, but at the same token, they don't realize that a lot of this stuff has side effects. Um, you do all this surgery, all that stuff that you're doing to your body, all the cutting in there, the nip and tuck, all this stuff that they're doing, man. You're not realizing that in the future, that stuff is gonna have side effects, especially because it's not natural. It's not natural. If you look at like a lot of like South American women, and, Brazilians and Argentinians, uh, even you know our gorgeous sisters from the motherland, like Africa and stuff. You don't see them cutting into their bodies and nipping and tucking and trying to get what they call a mommy makeover and uh, gastric bypass and all this other stuff, doing that stuff to their body. It's just natural. It's what they have is natural. You know, they don't sit there and try to do stuff to their face and all that other stuff. Like, why would you do that? And I'm gonna be real with you. There was nothing wrong with K Michelle. She was a beautiful woman before all of that stuff. You know, it wasn't no point in you getting a bigger ass. Why? You know, me personally, I don't see what the hype is about because I've been around big asses all my life. You know what I'm saying? And you know, yeah, listen, we got to be real. A woman, for you fellas out there, uh, y'all every time y'all go to the grocery store or go out in public or you know you just out in random places or whatnot, you're gonna look at a woman and get she likes the attention of guys staring at her booty. That's just I'm just being honest with you. They love the attention. Women like the attention of that type of stuff. And see, my thing is this: like if you're gonna do that sort of thing, you got to think about what's the stakes for your future. You know, because you're not gonna look like that. Like let's say you have breast surgery or something like that, right? You have breast surgery, and you go have breast surgery. You're not only putting your life at risk, you're putting your livelihood at risk too. Because let's say if something happens and you become ill because of the consequences of you doing that, then it's going to put you out of work. Then you can't work, therefore you can't pay the bills, you can't eat or whatnot. You know, and you can't survive. So you're gonna have to probably go live with somebody or something like that. Why put yourself through that? If anything, you need to get it the natural way. Look, if you feel so bad about your face, then why is it that you have kids? Obviously, a guy loved you enough and loved your body enough and loved your face enough to make a baby with you. You know why sit there and do something like that? You know, I'm disappointed in K Michelle. Now she has the right to do what she wants to do. I'm pretty sure that because she's a very talented artist. Yes, is she controversial? Yeah. You know, I remember what Uncle Murder said about her box and all this other stuff. I'm not gonna get into what she said. Y'all go look that up. I'm just trying to be, respectful to her and everything. And you know, like I get all of that, but this is where I look at stuff and I'm like, why would you do that to your face? She don't even look the same. But see, a lot of our sisters, man, a lot of our sisters, they sit there and they want to try to be more of another race instead of being themselves. Instead of going with what our God bless you with. It's just like yesterday I was on another show. It was a Ebony Star Network. Shout out to Dame Frankie and uh, Max Black Knight, man. Go sub to their channel if you haven't subbed to their channel. But we were talking about the natural hair of our queens, our black queens, and how some states are making it illegal for girls and women that are African American to wear braids or wear their hair natural. You have to either have it straight or wear it a certain way. And to me, I think that's not cool. That's not cool because you know the Most High, He made you who you are. He made you who you are. Whether you got a fro, whether you have curly hair. There's some men that don't like women with curly hair. I mean, it's a defiance of who you are. You need to be confident in that shit. Listen, man, if you fat, you know what I'm saying? Shit, be fat with confidence. You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of big girls and big men. Shoot, I know several big guys, man. They don't care about being fat now. Of course, people are going to try to be concerned. Well, you need to lose weight. You shouldn't be walking around like that. What about your health? And one of my friends said one time, look, I'm big as hell. I'm fat. I am who I am. But a two-pitch skinny bitch can fall down just as fast as a fat motherfucker. And I had to think about that, and that was real. Just because you skinny or you are a certain body type or a certain weight or something like that, that doesn't make you any healthier than the next man or woman. So that was a good point. That was a very valid point. But I'm not trying to stray away from the subject. But basically, what I'm saying is, man, be confident in yourself. A lot of these entertainers, a lot of these megastars and athletes and stuff like that, they want to appease people. It's just like with LeBron and his hair and everything. Not to try to shit on LeBron or nothing like that. I'm actually trying to look, dude, man. Your hair is your hair, and there ain't absolutely nothing that you can do about it, man. I'm just like this, man. Just cut it off. Why you got to go through, something? People gonna talk about you regardless, man. If it ain't your hair, it's gonna be something else on your body that they're gonna try to troll about. You know what I'm saying? So just, man, I would just shoot, rock it with confidence and stop being worried about it. But see, that's where it comes in. People, we have a lot of evil people in this world that's going to talk about. They probably talked about K Michelle and said this about her. I'm talking about like the people that are, you know, behind the set, or there's probably been people that have came to her and said, "Hey, we would like you to look this certain way." They probably didn't give her an opportunity because, yeah, we're looking for this, we're looking for to go in this direction and everything like that, and she's doing everything that she can to try to appease to the onlookers, to the eye right now of what's popular. And see, that's why social media right now is so messed up. It's so messed up right now because you got these, man, you could do anything, as far as the Photoshop and everything like that, man. You could do anything to make yourself look a certain way on the gram or on Facebook, uh, and catfish everybody. And then when you look at that person in real life, you be like, man, man, that girl don't look nothing like what she did when she was on social media. Or, man, that dude, man, I thought he was this tall, man. He really this tall or something like that. It's the same thing with a guy when it comes to his height. And how he looks as far as his height and how tall he is or something like that. Look, man, God made you who you are. You ain't gonna get no taller. And if you taller, you ain't gonna get no shorter. Unless, of course, quite naturally, you might lose an inch or two or something like that because of age and everything. But there ain't nothing that you could do about it. There ain't nothing that you could do about it. The Most High made you who you are. Stick to who you are, man. And with K Michelle, there's probably a lot of guys, and I hate to say it, some thirsty ass niggas out here that liked her for who she was. You know, I didn't see no problem with K Michelle. Matter of fact, I didn't see no problem with K Michelle. I didn't see no problem with who else is it? With Little Kim. I didn't see no problem, with J Lo and how she looked and everything. I mean, all this surgery, even with Khloe Kardashian. And see, with Khloe Kardashian, I know she had surgery, but in the beginning, Khloe Kardashian, she actually was doing stuff the right way, like in terms of working out. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the Kardashians, but I have to give her props in terms of her, getting in the gym and working out and everything, because she lost a significant amount of weight. Now, whether she went somewhere and had surgery or did something like that, that's on her, you know. But man, God made you who you are, man. There's nothing that you can do about it. You know what? Okay, I put it like this. I take that back. There is something that you can do about it. What you can do about it? What you can do about it is, you know, do it the natural way. Go do it the natural way. Don't sit up there and try to appease people by getting a whole bunch of surgery, because then if they unwrap you, if they unwrap your face and you don't like what you see, shoot, the damage is already done. And yes, I call it damage because they're cutting into you, so you're damaging tissues and your structures of whatever they're cutting into. All that, like I said, the nip and tuck and stuff like that, man. Shit, that's tearing up your body. There's surgery that is really not needed, and you'll be surprised. There's a lot of guys that's trying to get surgery because their briefcase ain't big enough, because they Johnson ain't big enough. They got surgery for that type of stuff. I'm like, man, these men and women would do anything out here just to get that satisfaction of something. And it's a disorder. I'm trying to think of that woman's name. She had like a whole lot of surgeries on her face, and then all of a sudden, man, her face had just blown up. I can't think of the lady's name right now, but in the beginning, there was nothing wrong with her. In the beginning, before she had all that surgery, there was nothing wrong with her, but it was a disorder. She started having Botox, uh, acupuncture, and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Facelift and all this other stuff done to her face, man, and just turned out looking like a big ass clown. She looked worse than the clown. It's just like Lil Kim. Lil Kim, she there was nothing wrong with Lil Kim. Lil Kim should have just stayed the way that she was. But see, if you look at like Holly Berry, okay, she might have had some little stuff done to her, but for the most part, because I want to say she did have surgery. I'm not too sure, because I remember Holly Berry looking a certain way when she was on Boomerang, all the way back in the day with Boomerang and Strictly Business, up until when she and losing Isaiah too, up until she went and she was on Monsters Ball and uh, X-Men and all that other stuff. I just think it's disgusting, man. I just think more about women. They look, man. God made you who you were. It's just like with Jada Pinkett. I don't like the way Jada Pinkett looks now. But who am I to judge? You know what I'm saying? I can't really judge her. Maybe that's the way that she wanted to look, more appeasing to maybe her husband, Will Smith or something like that. Obviously not. You sitting up in there, you messing around with August Alsina, but that's a whole nother story. Look, man, you you need to you need to just be yourself, man. And that's not just for K Michelle. That's anybody out there. That's anybody out there that's trying to, uh, think about surgery and all this other stuff. try to get bigger booty or bigger breasts and all that stuff, you're gonna attract the wrong type of attention. You know, there's a lot of women that have a lot of like real low self-esteem. You know, they got low self-esteem. They got low self-esteem, and they can't they can't handle the fact that they want more attention than what's being given to them, and some of them want the wrong type of attention. And look, I get it. Popularity is power. Popularity is something that a lot of people they lust after. But then again, the wrong type of attention, they lust after the wrong thing. There's some guys out here, and guys too that want to do steroids. Now, I have a different feeling in terms of steroids and performance enhancing. If you are already good before the performance enhancing drugs, then and you trying to do it to get that extra edge or something like that, I really don't see nothing wrong with it. But unfortunately, it's illegal. Now, if it's illegal, then you have to find another route to do it. You're just gonna have to work a little bit harder or eat a little bit better. But other than that, God, or the Most High, He has he's placed you here for who you are, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it in terms of trying to change it. You can do all this stuff to your body, but there's going to be consequences to that. You can do all this stuff that you can to your body. I mean, you could try to cut into your body, get a bigger booty, get bigger titties, uh, try to get a bigger Johnson Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Tear up your face and place another one on there on some face off John Travolta, Nicolas Cage stuff. And there ain't nothing that you could do about it though. You still gonna be inside. You still got the same heart. You still got the same organs. Your liver, your kidney, your lungs. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. Your stomach, your intestine, all that stuff is the same still. So why are you gonna sit up there and try to cut into something, knowing damn well that if if you don't get the results that you're looking for? Because look, you sitting up in there, you just changed your face, right, Kate Michelle? You just changed your face, okay? You just changed your face, and now all of a sudden you want to sit up there and let's say something else you don't like about yourself, because it's gonna happen. You're gonna sit up there and you're gonna be like, well, I don't like this. Then it's gonna turn into something else. By the time you know it, all your stuff is gonna be changed. People not even gonna recognize you no more. There's some people that want to be able to recognize you, to be like, oh man, that's K Michelle. Man, people don't even know who you are, and you might like that attention. Some people like that attention, like, man, where they might be looking for K Michelle. She might go to a family reunion or something like that. They like, where's K Michelle? Da 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 da. You're gonna be like, I'm right here. They're gonna be like, K Michelle. So they probably like that type of attention. Me personally, I think it's disgusting. I don't like the way that she looked. But hey, like I said, who am I to judge? But what I'm saying is that's something mentally wrong with you. I mean, that's that's like, you have a personality disorder. So as I bring my boy Young on here, I know he gonna go in on her. I don't know if he gonna cook this girl, because I know he know a whole hell of a lot about K Michelle. But me, I'm disgusted. I don't even think this does not look good. Man, K Michelle, you should have stayed the way you is. Man, go ahead, Young, take it away, man. Good morning, or good afternoon, rather, to you.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon. It is crazy. I remember I saw the post of her, and I'm like, who's that? I'm like, who's that? And then, my mom was like, No, she's like, oh, that's K Michelle. I'm like, who? I'm like, K Michelle. I'm like, that's not K Michelle. I said, hold on. I said, hold up. I said, I know. I'm like, and then my mom was like, yeah, that's her. And I'm like, I know she. I said, I know she not just did what I think she just did, because I know she not just went to do surgery. It's like,
Yeah.
mm, you know, for her, um, man, I just know she got upset about it, and then I understand it, but she looked extremely different from the girl that who I first saw when on music videos on Love and Hip Hop. You know, her hands. We look at her hands. Her hands are even lighter than her face. Her nose is completely different, as well as the skin of her face. So, like, so yes, some people like me who haven't seen her in a while going to question her appearance. It was gonna be like, damn, it was like, that's you. That's what I'm
and
like.
and young. Hey, I hate to cut in and interrupt you, brother, but man, I'm gonna ask you this, man. Was she straight before that? There was nothing wrong with her, right?
She was straight. Her face was straight, and she just got.
Yeah, like
And then I was cause then to my mom was like, "Oh, that's K Michelle." I'm like, no, that's not. I said, man, I said, Monster, quit playing me. That ain't K Michelle. She said, yeah, that's K Michelle. And then I'm like, what the? And then it just, I mean, it's so many layers to this, but like, I think she needs to understand the devastating impact of colorism and racism with the African American community. Because what Black people have been through is continue to go through is all living in societies tell them that their beauty's ugly, you know. And
yeah, that's facts.
I'm starting to understand that people go through, but I never saw it myself with my life, or more beautiful than others. But it doesn't change the hurt that carry consistently that told to be ugly. But but other side is that why would you do that? You do that because like you wanted to be different. You wanted to be a follower and be like the other girls that did surgery on their face. It's like
Like
it's,
my thing is this though. My thing is this though, young. You're gonna sit there and do that, right? Lord, hey, God forbid she don't be like that one lady that I don't know if you remember. She from a long time ago. She was like one of the older stars. But man, she had all these. I forget her name, man. She had all these different surgeries and stuff on her face, and her face just blew up. Not Lil Kim, but it was another Caucasian lady. Man, she looked it fine before that. Then man, you looked at her, man. Now she looked like a daggone wildebeest. Like it was all blown up. She had lip puncture, acupuncture, and Botox, and all this stuff to her face, man, that didn't even need to be done. And I don't want K Michelle to end up like that because she doesn't have multiple surgeries. She already had surgery on her ass.
that's why I said, yeah, like, why would you fake? Cause when I first saw it, when I first thought that, I said, damn, like, ain't nobody learned anything from Little Kim. It's like, and I'm not saying she like Little Kim. I'm saying that Little Kim did all of this skin lighting, cosmetic surgeries to her entire body, not just the face. But look how that ended. But I'm like, a lot of today, women are going in that same direction. They know it can end bad, but somehow thinking it won't happen to them. You know,
Right.
and
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 you got to think about the side effects later on in life. Like they don't think about they think about now. That's a problem with a lot of women too. They think about the now. They not looking in the long term. That's why like a lot of guys, man, a lot of guys they choose not to do steroids because it's like, man, if I pop this pill, if I keep on popping these pills, and man, what's gonna happen to me 10, 15 years down the line? I might not even look the same. I might not even feel the same and stuff. And so you got to think about this stuff before they start nipping and tucking and cutting up into you and stuff like that. Because you still got the same damn organs. Nigga, your heart is the same. Your liver is the same. Your lungs is the same. Your kidneys the same. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff is the same.
Oh, definitely right. You know, because like these women need to learn to love themselves and stop lighting their
Yeah,
skin. Because these celebrities, they're only making their darker complexion fans feel insecure. You know.
yeah. Wanna cut, wanna lighten up. You know, do the old R.I.P. Michael Jackson and everything, but wanna get all, you know, light and all this other stuff. Man, shoot, there's a lot of brothers out here that love. Shoot, I got a my wife is chocolate. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife chocolate skin, man. Shoot, man, skip all that. If she ever came up in there trying to be light bright, I'd be like, man, you better get the hell up out of here. I like you look like one of my damn cousins. Shit, I like get the fuck out of here, man. Go get your color back. Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing. But nah, look, man. Like for real, man. Like you said, they got to learn to love themselves, you know. You know, they can learn a lot from you and learn a lot from the younger man. Love yourself, man. Because what another guy won't like, another guy will.
Right. Definitely. Like,
What job won't like you, another job will.
mm, they
You
just
know.
definitely because like I said, see, like she almost like said, you know, she almost lost her life, but she almost lost her life, you know, but she continued to doing the exact same
Yeah.
thing that almost took her life away from her. But you know, because like to me, like I said, love she doesn't love herself. You know I like her music, but she needed some seriously inner healing because she had been through. I'm not gonna go deep into her situation though, because she's been going through some things, you know, and
Mhm.
I just feel like she don't know how to do herself, and also didn't know do with the money because like you said, no, another guy will. You know, you don't. Why would you? Why, you know, if a guy like, oh, I don't like you, you don't have to just say, he probably don't like me because my face. I need to change my face. I need to change this. I need to change that to give him attention. Like it's like it's like damn. It's like um. It's like damn. It's like shit, like we know like. Yeah, and seeing around now it's a little different because when I see you, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, hey Michelle." I'll be like, "Who is he? Who is she? Or who's that?" Because now we're gonna look at you different. Like, who is you? We don't know you. Like, we might think
Right.
you as a as
That's what I was saying. Like she might go to, like, a family reunion, and let's say, and I'm gonna let you go in just a minute, South. She might go to a family reunion, and a lot of people didn't know that she, had the surgery, or they nipped and tucked in her and stuff like that. And they be like, man, where's K Michelle? She probably the life of the party or something like that. They're like, where's K Michelle and stuff? And they be like, yeah, she over there. They're like, K Michelle? And she probably likes that type of attention. You know what I'm saying? She probably likes the fact that, okay, well, I look different or something like that. You just never know. Some people like the wrong type of attention. That's and to me, I think it's like it's something mentally wrong. You see a lot of that go. You see that a lot of that go on. These women and men too. They step up in Hollywood, or Hollywood as I call it, and they already got low self esteem, but you wouldn't know it because they so great at hiding it. You know what I'm saying? And then it starts coming out. It's just like with Lil Kim. I like there was nothing wrong with Lil Kim back in the days. I mean I think she looked alright. Her eyebrows were a little big, but other than that, I mean she was she was alright. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't nothing wrong with her in that regard. Hey, South Political just popped on the scene. What's up, South Political man? What you got on K Michelle?
What's going on, Polo and Young? Um, really not just to speak on just K Michelle herself, because you have a lot of young women, just like you mentioned. I mean, the older women now, but celebrity women, black women as well, that has bought into this. I think what it really is this feminism, man. The evolution of feminism has kind of taught women to that they can be promiscuous instead of virtuous, or you can say they just a lot of women feel like they can kind of as they're younger and their sexual market value is high, they feel like they can move like men. But as they get older, naturally, as a woman get older, her sexual market value decreases just but from the prospect of younger women being a more viable candidate for men of their age and older men to want to date or to approach. So what happens as these women get older, they start to have more and more surgeries, and these surgeries just continue. And it could spawn from insecurities and a lot of other things they deal with as well. But I think the main thing is as women get older, especially women that have some way had a lot of attention, whether it's by being celebrity and attractive or one and the other in some capacity. They've been accustomed to men um, desiring them at a certain capacity, and as they get older, we know as women get older, that changes. You talk about how the game flip on you. Men can increase their sexual market value as they get older because they become more established and more or less in most situations they become more financially stable. But with women, as they get older, their sexual market value decreases. So if they're not getting that attention and desire, they can pivot to things like what you saying with K Michelle. You know what I mean? But I don't know how y'all feel about that. By my perspective on it,
I don't know how I feel about that because I feel like me. I do feel like that because I'm like, is nobody knows gonna be Kate Michelle. Just like who is she? Like when it comes to like a family member and stuff, it's like Polo said with family members, they not I might not even know that might be their cousins or aunties or nieces. They might never know until she said first until she opened her mouth first words. Then be like, oh, hey, because like I feel like the future's gonna be full plastic um of women, no black, no semi celebrity women, like 80% plastic, 20% real. No, I don't care what people do with their bodies, but most people already look beautiful. They just need help mentally. Well, you know, it's like for us, like the whole to me what she did with the whole new face, she and she been open about the surgery, but she looks completely different, unrecognizable, and that's gonna be that's and I know people they're gonna look at her wrong because I know she made a comment. I know people gonna say um I know people they're gonna say why is she so light. That's what they're gonna say, like why is she so light, because as much she had done, it still won't help her make her nicer, less person. But that's what society has made her feel like to be in order to be accepted, get work. This is how, and, and this is how it has to be, surgery stuff, and but hey, it is what it is. This is what she wanted to do. Then she did. So
I mean, I think it has layers, you know, and I think it has layers to it because we know she had the epic issue with the butt. It was always a controversy about if her butt was real or not, and then recently we found out that her butt wasn't real because you know it's it's a lot of women. It's a lot of women and young women dealing these these.
Men too.
Yeah, men deal with it too. I'm not going to say they don't, but I think it's very drastic with women. Very drastic with women, man.
Cause let's think about it, Sal. And not to cut you off. Let's think about it. What do guys like to see when they grow? Well, a lot of guys pretty much. What do they like to see when they at the grocery store or when they out out and about? Man, they gonna be captivated by a big booty. or they're gonna be
Yeah,
captivated by a beautiful woman. Some guys don't like a big booty. There might be a guy that's attracted to height. You know, they might be like, dang, like let's say they see Maria Taylor or somebody walk by, they like, dang, she tall and beautiful. She got, nice brown skin or something like that. They fascinated by a woman's beauty on all types of level, and they'll do anything to get that appeasement of attention. You agree?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree with you. You know, that's a given. You know, but you know, it's something about women to where, especially our women, black women, they have this they have this dynamic where they kind of compete with other women. They know men are attracted to them. They want to attract men, but they more or less compete with other women. So they're more focused on what other women were than what actually men desire about them. You understand what I'm saying? Because you'll never hear a group of men talking about how, you know, long fingernails, long fingernails and long eyelashes is attractive, but why do women wear it? It's not because men desire it, especially black men. You get what I'm saying? So it's always this paradox of them competing with their own, or what I would say per se, their competition, but it's not even on the prospect of most men desire that a woman have.
And
You
and
know
the
what I'm
thing
saying?
about,
Go
oh
ahead.
my bad, go ahead, Sal. My
No,
bad, you
go
got
ahead.
it, bro. No, I was just gonna say something young. The thing about y'all probably notice, but I know especially coming from where we come from, man. Men, okay, don't get me wrong, niggas is competitive, but women like black women, like African American women, nigga, hey, them motherfuckers is competitive, like cutthroat competitive. Like women in general are already competitive. Don't let the titties and the ass and the pretty face fool you. Women are
Like,
competitive,
like
and
Polo.
oh, go ahead, you
See,
got it.
Polo, I know you've been off the market for a while, right? But you know, I ain't never been married, engaged, and I done dated a lot of different women, and I'm
Hmm.
kind of a blunt dude. You know how many women I done told like, why you got these long ass nails? Like, who are they for?
Right.
Who are they for? It's not for me. So who are you? Why are you wearing them? You wearing them for the other women? You know what I'm saying? Men don't give a damn about no long ass nails or
So
or
yeah,
lace fronts or nothing like that. I'm not saying that to degrade it, but I'm just trying to make a point to where it's this paradox of women want to be desired by men, but they measure themselves by what other women do. They don't really, especially our women, they don't ask men what they like. They don't a lot of they don't even give a damn. Or they might get an attitude. You say something about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you want to be
right,
with me, but you don't care about what I like.
right.
But you don't want to be with these women, but you know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense.
And the thing about that too, South. See, you can and look, as far as being off the market, yeah, but I mean everything still has to go. Everything goes back to the same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether you in 2021 or whether you in 1911. You know what I'm saying?
I the
And
only
that,
way the only reason I had to say something about it because over these past 5 years, this eyelash stuff is kind of evolved. You know what I'm saying?
shit,
It's like
Bob
a
my
whole
ass,
nother
man.
dynamic.
That motherfucker, they trying to take that to a whole nother level. South, you see them, and Young, you see them girls. They got man. They look like broom, like a broom on them. I had to tell. I told my cousin, cause she getting older and everything. I was like, man, what you got on what you got on your eyes? You don't think you look like a goddamn? I'm like you, South. I'm blunt than a motherfucker. They might come up in there wearing a lace front and a wig. I'm like, man, if you don't take that goddamn Martin wig you got on your motherfucking head off, nigga,
You
man, I'm gonna use that
see
both as a broom.
how long you been married, Polo?
I've been married. Now it's going on 5 years.
Okay. Well, you kind of on that cusp, but if you notice, 10 years ago, this
Mm.
eyelash shit that's going on, it wasn't prominent like that. And it's
Yeah,
it's 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 I'm gonna tell you, it's brought a whole dynamic to the dating game because I've said this before. I've talked to chicks about this. I said back in the '90s when we were teenagers, Polo, who wore big ass eyelashes? I'm gonna get. I'm gonna see if you can think about it. When I say it, you're gonna be like, "Oh man." Here,
Yeah.
who wore big eyelashes when we were teenagers in the '90s on TV? These big ass eyelashes.
Mm,
I don't know
I
how
saw a
young
lot
it
of.
is.
Hmm.
I saw a lot of. I saw a lot of. Well, a lot of. Listen. A lot of women from diverse cultures. They actually had natural
Now,
eyelashes. It wasn't. It
women
wasn't
women
like.
have wore like a little smaller extension, but this big
Yeah.
exaggerated eyelash. The Transformers wore that, the RuPauls and all that. So
Yeah.
that's
Like
why I
the.
had this phobia with it. Cause
You talking
when
about
we
like
were
the
younger,
like the
yeah,
transvestites and all that.
yeah. So that's why it used to bother it. I
Mm.
mean, it still bothers me, but I couldn't figure out why until I started to think about this shit. Like, if you remember when we was teenagers, when you watch these shows, Maury and all this,
Mm-hmm.
these
Judge
transgenders
Green.
always wore these big ass eyelashes. Now
Yeah,
it's
that
some
jerk. Yeah.
over the past 5 years, women done start doing this shit, and it's like unattractive to me because I start thinking, you know what I'm saying? It could be a very attractive woman, and she had these big ass eyelashes. It just fuck with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I be trying to tell women like, some way y'all have kind of cultivated how y'all present yourself, how transsexuals, transvestites done in the '90s. It's some kind of way they've cultivated and made it popular for women to do it. And now it's getting to a point where if you ain't paying attention, you can't tell the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a lot of women that are giving masculine energy, and then they have this makeup and these big ass eyelashes and these lace fronts, and then you like, are you transgender? Because you got a lot of masculine energy and you got all this makeup on, you got big ass eyelashes. This is not
I,
attractive.
I don't even like. You see, my wife, she don't wear makeup. Like that. Me personally, I don't like makeup. I don't like. I like all natural because at the end of the day, see, what you got to realize about a female is gonna be even really more attractive. Let's say you catch a female, right? I know y'all don't seen it like in school, right? There'll be this one girl that always putting on makeup and stuff like that. You see them like they be somewhere or they be at the job. I can't stand that. Them old ratchet chicks. They be up in there trying to put on makeup, in their cubicle or some shit like that, right? But then like let's say they done forgot their makeup or something like that, or they don't got their hair done or something like that. You recognize it, but they trying to have a quick little conversation with you, soft and young. But they trying not to uh, let you focus on you ain't got no makeup on or you ain't got your hair did or something like that. And sometimes I fuck with them. I'll be like, yeah, you look different today. They'll be like, oh, really? Yeah, you ain't got no makeup on or something like that. They'll be like, oh yeah, I know. I'm like, nah, you look better without it.
Yeah, I used to
And
do
they'll
that
be
too.
shocked. And guess what happens? They start wearing it less and less because now maybe they probably were attracted to you or maybe they liked you or maybe they like, oh snap, I hope he don't see me with my makeup on because that's
Or
that's what that's what makeup
or you
is.
see them with their
They
natural
try to
hair, like
cover
y'all
up
look
they
nice.
self
Why you? Yeah.
they try to cover up they self-esteem. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, bro.
No, I cut you off. My bad. No, you go ahead. No, I was just saying I done that with women with they they be you see them been wearing lace fronts or wigs, and then they come to work or to school or whatever, and they have their natural hair. Like, dang, you looking good. You know what I'm saying? I done that before. Like, dang, you look good. That's your hair right there. Why you don't never wear your natural hair? You know what I'm saying? And they be thinking, and I'm a natural person too. I like to see somebody. I like to see women natural, man. All this. crazy shit. Nah, man, I ain't never.
So, hey, South Young, you like that weave and box braids and all that, don't you? You like the wigs, the lace
That was gonna
front,
happen. Shit. If I'm smashing the
them
girl and I'm putting
extensions.
no, I'm smashing the girl. She said pull her up. I'm pulling her. The wig come out like it's a wig.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. You probably too young for that.
Oh,
Start
okay.
taking off everything.
You got a leg on, pull out an eye.
That shit. You young don't know nothing about that. That's too. He too young for that.
Oh,
You need
yeah,
to
she
tell her
pull
you need
out.
to go. You need to go watch this movie called "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker." Well,
Nah. Young know about the old comedy, man.
Yeah, I saw it. No, cause like he
He
said,
like delirious.
I saw it because I saw it on Tuba. It was on Tuba. I was on
Nah,
shit.
Young know his comedy now. He a Eddie Murphy. He a Eddie Murphy fan.
oh, well, he done watched a lot of the '80s because Eddie Murphy ran the '80s when it comes to comedy movies.
Yes, sir.
That nigga got so many goddamn.
Yes.
My second oldest brother, look like Eddie Murphy. We should call him Eddie Murphy. He
Yeah,
look like Eddie
man.
Murphy.
Paul
Hold on one
R.I.P.
second.
R.I.P. Paul Mooney.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he just passed a couple of days, a
Yeah.
week ago or something like that. Hold, I'll
A
be
few
right back.
weeks ago.
He is because I think that in June.
You said what, Young?
No, I see it. I think he died on May. He died on May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was about a month ago, and nobody even talked about it that much. But see that there go you know because he was so controversial. But a lot of people stole from Paul Mooney. A lot of people stole a lot of his stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he don't get the credit that that he deserves.
All right.
But yeah, man, it'd be a lot of South. Did you leave yet? I think South had to do something. But yeah, man, it'd be a lot of females out here, man. You know, that's insecure. Men too, cause hey, Young. I was on another podcast, man. It's called the Ebony Star Network, man. Shout out to Dame Frankie and my guy Max.
What's the channel? You said what's the channel?
It's called the Ebony Star Network. It's devoted to our black queens, man. And
All right.
they had like a little it was like a little podcast. I just poke my head in there for a second and just to see what they were talking about. But they were talking about the productive the productive black male in society. But then they were talking about how like a lot of a lot of women like our sisters and everything, you know, they want to they set up rules in some states, Young, saying that our sisters can't wear their natural hair.
Mm.
Yeah, it has to be like straight. I forget what states it was. I know in Louisiana they got that rule. uh if your child is in like sixth grade or older or something like that, they have to have their hair a certain way. I'm like, man, what kind of shit is that, man?
Mm.
They should be able to wear their hair how they choose, man. And see, that's the problem with society. They try to sit up there and they want to market it, to a whole nother damn culture. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not hating on, you know what I'm saying? I ain't racist or no shit like that, but let us be who we are. Let us be who we are. If she want to wear it natural, but see, that's the problem. Y'all sit up there, Young. They sit up there. Oh well, we don't think your hair should be in Afro puffs, or we don't like your thick hair, or nothing like that. Motherfucker, who is you? Y'all didn't have no problem with it in the '70s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, to me, there's so much impact about women feeling to need to completely change their look. It's each one's decision. Like also, as you stated, knows deeper than self-love issue, and also a touch because in the industry, it gears by vanity. No, it can come a business expense or investment and make the money continue to flow. But like to me, this is like a really slippery topic, you know. Mm, but like I said, then definitely, you know, love your look. You know, you cannot mess with the looks that God had created you with. Mm. This is where you know love's not a word, no love's not the word, nor world not the things of the world of any man that love, you know, the love fall in him, you know. So, but to me, I hope she stops. You
Yeah,
know, I'm like, y'all think you need to stop?
yeah.
It's too much.
Don't have it. Yeah, you're right. Hey, that's a good point you brought up, young. Don't have it be an addiction, like tattoos or something.
It's like yeah, 'cause like these women, they take surgeries like very addictive, like it's a damn drug. Like,
Yeah, it is. Man, listen, I, man, I don't understand. Like these, young. I don't even want nobody cutting into me, man. Like I had surgery on my foot one time. That was enough. That was enough for me. I had a surgery on my toe. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to get a ingrown toenail removed and stuff like that. Nigga, that was enough for me. Nigga, that was enough for me. I don't want nobody cutting into me. Nigga, I don't even like taking medicine, nigga. I don't like taking no medicine. Nigga, I take everything. Everything got to be natural, nigga. If it ain't natural, keep that shit away from my motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's just like with with the shot. Look, I'm not knocking nobody that took the damn shot. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that I know that done took the shot. But guess what? Guess what, young? That shit man made. That shit didn't come from the earth. The Most High didn't make that. That shit didn't come from the land. That was somebody in a lab creating that shit who can make mistakes just like you and me. Who who could slip and fall just like you and me. Who could get cancer just like you and me. Who could catch a cold just like you and me.
mm-hmm.
So what makes you think? What makes you think that stuff that chemical that they putting it up in there? Because let's just call it what it is. It is a chemical, whether it's made by Johnson Johnson, whether it's made by Pfizer, whether it's made by Moderna, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That shit got a chemical in there, and that shit is not guaranteed. And there's gonna be a side
Like
effects
yeah,
to
like
that.
it will affect your body. It will affect your body and your health as well.
Yeah.
Because no one can pay the chance to add it to a mental brain, because like this will definitely destroy your bodies, because I seen, this woman named Big Ann,
Mhm.
she died because of surgery. She took too much surgery and she died from it, you
Mhm.
know. So um, it can lead to death. So to me, I feel like I wish she could stop being hoping it's not very addictive to her because like 'cause that can lead to death. So
Cause there was a lot of that going on in well in Miami. They Miami and Boca Raton.
yeah,
It be that's young. You know all about that. That's why I'm glad you chimed into this. You know all about this shit.
right, definitely because like because my aunt, see, I think she did she was fat and she did lose weight, but and then to me, she did surgery a little bit, and
Hmm.
and it just like you have to be you just have to accept what you are, what you look,
Hmm.
you know. Don't feel bad. Like I don't look right. I need to go do this. Like just be happy of who you are. Mm,
We knew we knew two of our friends that flew out there. Uh, we knew two friends that flew to Florida. Well, we knew two friends that went to Florida young, and one girl went to Mexico to get one of them went. She went there for her breast. Then another girl went for her ass. This other lady, she went out to Mexico to for her teeth, to get her teeth done and stuff. All of them came back, man, and were disappointed. One of them, one of the ladies that we knew, she wouldn't tell us, but eventually we knew what it was. You know, that's at the time when you remember they made a documentary about it, and K. Michelle was on it about all that, you know, that poison and stuff that could get into your body and stuff like that. And she had to go get it done. She finally told us and stuff, but she felt the shame about it and stuff like that. I'm like, nigga, man, look, uh, we get what you're trying to do and shit like that, but man, you on near death, man. Like what the hell? Why you need to really do your research before you try to get up in that lifestyle. You trying to sit up there and have them cut into your body just so you could appease the onlookers, or a guy, because let's call it what it is, young. They love the attention. A guy stares at a
Yeah,
woman, they love that
yeah.
desirable,
Uh,
they love that look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They love that stuff. So yeah, it was crazy. But the other girl that had her breast done or whatever, she just wanted to look more desirable, and she had a man her fiance at the time, and I was like, man, you cool with it? He like, man, he don't care. You know what I'm saying? He loves it. He loves the natural. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what she want to do, that's what she want to do. I like, man, look, don't. I told my wife, man, don't do no surgery. But if she did it, you know what I'm saying, I would have to support her. I wouldn't want her to do it, but I'm like, shoot, if you want to put your life at risk, I'll do everything I can to stop her. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what she want to do, that's what she want to do. And with these women, if there's absolutely nothing that you could do about it, sometimes
Right.
we could tell K. Michelle, hey, you fit like you said, young. She was almost about to die. She was almost on the brink of death. I was like, you got a little son. You got a little son. You know what I'm saying? To live for, but you won't put your life at risk and stuff. And she ain't the only one. You know that, like the only.
Yeah.
Okay, look. Oh, go ahead. You got it, bro.
No, I said yeah. She ain't the only one. That's what I said.
Yeah, she is not the only one. Like, look, I could understand. Okay, like I had a cousin that wanted to get something removed off of their face, like a mole or a birthmark or something like that. That right there, I can understand. Okay, like a wart, or like something that's like on your face or something like that, that's been there for years or something like that, and people poke fun of you or something like that. I can understand something like that. But as far as you trying to get bigger titties, nigga, what you gotta realize, if you get bigger titties and a bigger ass, nigga, when you get 50, that ass and those tits ain't gonna look the same. Not unless you keeping up with that shit, or you heavily in the gym, or you just got natural genetics that's gonna make you look like you got some Holly Berry or J Lo genetics or some shit.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? That they ain't gonna look the same. They gonna be sagging. Them tattoos that you once had, nigga. What's that one tattoo that you look that looked all vibrant in one year is gonna look all saggy the next, like, 15 years or something like that. Yeah, that's why you gotta think about what you're doing. That tramp stamp that you had that looked good in the beginning, that back tattoo, that lower back tattoo, man, some guys, they gonna be looking and laughing at you if you out at Six Flags or at an amusement park. You decide, hey, I want to wear a bathing suit, man. They gonna be laughing at you because that motherfucker sagging and shit and wrinkled and shit. You gotta realize what you putting yourself into.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Just like it's like love. It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be very hard for her because you know, because even if she like put out a single or like put out I'll put out a single or do a show or something, and then they like, my name's K Michelle. Then people look at that's like that's what she got to deal with. She like.
They're like that ain't K Michelle.
Yeah, I'm like that's a fake one. Like I think this a fake one. I think K Michelle in Cuba.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, young. Hey, they gonna try to hit it with the Gucci man. Talk about that's a clone.
That's a clone.
Right.
Yeah, that's a clone. They ain't K
Michelle. Yeah. But see,
I saw it because like the dog was like biting her because he didn't recognize her either. Cause like,
right.
And then I'm like, damn, like the dog biting K Michelle because he didn't recognize him. Like he was just trying to protect his mama bear from stranger danger. Like the dog was uncomfortable with the stranger on his way because he like still like even the dog is like
you sitting there saying it's me. That nigga know it's not.
It's me. And then the dog like, oh.
Hell nah, man. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like that's even. Like it's gonna bad. Like I know she had kids growing, but I'm not saying if she had more kids, the kid. I feel like the kid gonna be looking like, huh, like mom.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because your own son ain't even gonna recognize your family and stuff like that. They're gonna be like, what happened? What happened to the baby that I brought into this world? You know what I'm saying? Like.
Man, come on! What the? My bad.
What's wrong with you?
We got Negro activity out here, man. I mean, you at a gas station, dude, blocking me from leaving the gas station.
Oh.
Got a big box truck. He just standing hollering at a chick or something. Like, man, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
What nigga doing? My bad, though. I thought I was muted. My bad. I apologize.
Nah, be yourself, man. you already recorded. You hit us with the Rachel Nichols act, so you know what I'm saying? Don't try to apologize now. Look, she go. Well, as a person here at ESPN, I just want to say I believe in character. I deeply apologize, and it's our subject here at journalism. They say not to be the story. Here come Kendra Perkins. Well, you see, Rachel Nichols, man. I'm so glad that she owned up to her responsibilities, and Richard Jefferson is gonna be like, yes, putting in his 2 cents and everything. Rachel Nichols, yes, there are going to be some tough conversations here that we're going to have. But I've supported her for 20 years. Motherfuckers, if you don't get your ass up out of here, y'all motherfuckers just need a job. That's what the fuck y'all up in there putting y'all 3 cents in there for.
Here comes David Jackson. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, she ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying something racist.
The whole situation with that is kind of foggy. It's kind of a foggy situation to me.
No, so she ain't saying nothing racist.
People they kind of canine. What'd you say now?
It really don't have it don't have nothing to do with race, nigga. That shit goes on. That shit goes on all the time. She got to realize that Maria Taylor is just much more versatile than what she is. She's better on the camera. Let's just call it what it is. And she does more. She done game day. She done, she done college. She done football, and she do basketball. Nigga, when you versatile like that, nigga, it makes you more marketable. It makes you more appealing. And she look better. Man, Rachel Nichols look like a goddamn witch, man. I don't give a fuck. I said that yesterday, young man. She look like a wicked witch of the west, nigga.
Yeah, I mean you probably make some good points. I don't watch sports commentators or journalists like that. I might
I can't hear you, bro. Your mic
You breaking up a little bit, Sal.
breaking up. Yeah.
man, I'm probably gonna have to get on Wi-Fi and get back
I think
here.
Sal. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. You good now?
Nah, I'm probably going to my
No, he's
I'm
breaking
just
up.
when I get to the house.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
he's
right. I
breaking up.
heard you there. Hey, no, I'm going live again. Don't worry about it. I'm going live. I'm gonna be up here all day.
But to me, you said it's not a race, but it kinda is because
I mean, it
average.
has. Okay. I would say this, young. It has to do with rate, but see, it to me it's more of a like ego. It's an ego type of thing because the reason why I say it has more to do with like the ego type of thing is because the same situation or similar situation that happened with Ellie Duncan and Sage Steele. You know what I'm saying? And they were both, they both, they both are black as well. You know what I'm saying? But here you go, you got another woman, a younger, more vibrant, fresher woman. You know what I'm saying? Coming up on the scene, look better for the camera, ready to, take your spot. They ready to move on, but you want to stay there. Look, Maria Taylor, is she just gifted like that, man? You gotta, and she got her own podcast too. Nigga, she don't need ESPN like that.
Mm-hmm.
She already popular enough, young to be like, you know what? I'm gonna take my people. We gonna go ahead and we gonna build this right here, and she gonna have She already got the people behind her. Rachel Nichols, she just now people don't even look. The people that used to look at her the same, and unless it's outside of ESP, them guys that's up in there, all them basketball players or whatever, that probably done. Yeah, I ain't even gonna go there, but
No, to me, I ain't say. I said that all those athletes who seem to be very friendly with are going to give Rachel Nichols the major side eye because where does Rachel Nichols conjure this indignation from? Because like some players, I'm saying salute to my man Kwame Brown. He his personal experience with her. Now we all see that Rachel Nichols is not and has never been an ally. Instead, she's a member of the go along to get along gang.
right.
Just like a great prophet, and we all some people take him Cino or Man HD. They predicted that, and not all allies are equal because some as Rachel Nichols, she pretended to be an ally just long as a black woman didn't replace her, no matter how qualified Marie Taylor was. Say Marie Taylor could walk on water, but Rachel Nichols would be upset because Marie Taylor couldn't swim. And so, cause she behaved as I ain't gonna go that far with it, cause her demands was not had met. Cause now, let's say this, I'm put it like this: Rachel Nichols worked at ESPN since 2004 to 2013. That's 9 years. She left ESPN, she returned back to the network in 2016. So her tenure with ESPN is like 14 years. So Maureen Taylor, she has been at ESPN since 2019. It makes $1 million compared to Rachel Nichols, who say $1.5 million. And Maureen Taylor allegedly offered $5 million a year doing negotiating for the contract, but she turned that down. And she sees and looking at it, to me, it's like she's upset because was passed over for a sideline position and more money. The white privilege in her says, how could a black woman promote above me unless it's because she's a minority? The companies has shown Rachel what they think about her, like as a employee. So I don't know why she put her anger towards Marie Taylor. If I would point her towards the ESPN because, but she was coming off. Well, I understand what she said about the woke, but she's coming off as a hypocrite because she always say that we need to diverse, but when it affects her, she gets in her feelings. She starts crying,
Right.
and
She.
and yeah.
No, you got it, young. Go ahead.
But yeah, but like, it's like I'm scratching her head about the money Taylor. Well, I'm like, but she's like the money like she wants, and what they offer her 5 times what she was making. She turned it down. While others at ESPN took a pay cut. You know, and to me, how I put this? To me, like, honest, what it's nothing new. It's just like it's me. It's nothing new because companies have people that's racial, gender, sexual orientation coaches all the time, but making some higher questionable. Because now, rather, Rachel had the malice in her heart that a black woman who was hired because she's fundamentally better than her. No, she got more experience, like you said. Like basketball, this and get sass. To me, I feel like it's kind of like to me it was like a race thing, but it also was like jealousy. Salt, jealousy. I feel like she was jealous of that girl, that woman.
Yeah.
And my problem is, and I saw the Jalen Williams daughter thing. His daughter, she's fine. Because Jalen Rose basically did the same thing with saying Kevin Love was only picked for the team because USA because he's white, and hurt crickets because it was true.
Right.
But the ESPN said, "Oh, you got to apologize," and he gave his apology. Now today, Richie Nichols say Marie Taylor only got a job because she's black, and judging by how this blowing up, wouldn't be surprised she got let go. ESPN didn't. ESPN saw, she apologized. Then now all of a sudden, people were defending her. Nobody was defending Jalen Rose except for the ticket, Kwame, all them guys. They defended Jalen Rose in YouTube search, but have ESPN defended Jalen Rose for that? No. But it's the double standard in today. It's growth and it's sick to me. It's the double standard. It's like y'all defending her, Richard Jefferson, Kid Purge, y'all defend her, but y'all won't defend Jalen Rose because what he said. It's basically it's true.
Right.
And to me it was because you said berets, but for me, I feel like it was because she brought it up in the first place. Because remember in interview, Polo, because he said the company hired her to meet a black quota. So she brought up the race in that conversation. Mm-hmm. If she had said less qualified, she would have been okay. Yeah, she was jealous. She was jealous, but she brought up that race. That's why I said it was a race thing because she brought it up. Rachel Nichols was the one that did that.
Yeah.
So, and this is bad, and for LeBron James, no, I'm not mad at LeBron. I'm just saying that to me, if I was LeBron, I would have fired the advisor real quick, because because it's like people's not gonna say the advisor's name. They're gonna say LeBron James advisor. Yeah. They're gonna get heat from that because it's your name. It's your name. Your name is attached to him. It's gonna leave a bad. It's gonna leave a bad influence on your name because you hired a man that's basically a coon. So you chilling with a coon. So, and I'm glad he didn't say nothing about it, but because he's focused on Space Jam. But with me, I would have fired him quickly because I don't want my name to be attached to that. And I don't want to get the bad publicity because of that. But I feel like he needs to fight quick because it's a bad reputation on his name because, like I said, they're not going to say just the advisor's name. They're going to say LeBron James advisor.
Right. The only thing that they're going to see is LeBron James. That's the only thing that they're going to see. And see this situation right here involving Rachel Nichols. See, this isn't anything new. This goes on more than what people realize. In terms of like people complaining about somebody else or throwing somebody else up under the bus, stepping on people's throats, stuff like that. Man, this shit is nothing new, man. This shit is nothing new, and it's gonna continue because, like I said in the beginning of the previous stream, young. This is a competitive and a nasty field. Everybody thinks that athletics, in terms of sports, whichever sport that you choose, whether it's NBA, NHL, NFL, MLB, whatever, it's just as competitive and nasty on the field or on the court as it is behind the scenes in the media world, and you see proof of that. You see that Rachel Nichols, you don't want to come out and be like, yeah, pretty much basically what she's saying is I'm more deserving. No, no, you're not. Listen, your time is past. You're older now. Listen, the sports world has to pretty soon. Sad to say, or not really sad, but they're gonna move on from guys like Stephen A. They're gonna move on from guys like Shannon Sharp. I'm not talking about the ESPN, but we talking about Fox. It happens to everybody. It's gonna happen to women, but more so women more than anything. And your thing is can you be versatile? Can you find another route? Can you find another route? Can you find uh, another way of being able to make ends meet, or still sell yourself, so to speak. And Maria Taylor, she's able to do that. She's already set herself up and done things the smart way. You can't get mad at her for that. They might move on. They moved on from even though Carrie Champion, I think that was a little bit different. But they moved on from her. They moved on. It happens, man. But you got to be able to, just go ahead and roll with the punches. And I don't think Rachel Nichols can do that. I don't think she's versatile. She's not versatile. Like, and that's the thing, A lot of these women, that are out here with media, they're not versatile. I think Molly Curran is more versatile than Rachel Nichols.
Mm.
That's just my personal opinion.
I mean,
All right, you
damn.
set up now. Everything good with you down south?
Yeah, I'm on the Wi-Fi now.
All right. Go ahead, young. What was you about to say, brother?
No, that's yeah. You definitely right. This is gonna be get worse.
I'm- I've been trying to figure out who are these go along to get along people. I understand the concept of it, but how we determining who is and who is not? I'm just trying to learn something.
Oh,
Trying to learn a little bit.
that's something Kwame said. That's something.
Oh, so we going because be honest with you, a lot of people use this stuff, but that pretty much everybody out here is go along to get along, especially when they work a job. And that premise kind of suits virtually anybody when I think about it.
Yeah, but no, that's what you said. No, go along. No, like it's a system. When I say it's agenda to keep unprotected class down and spouse keep the class down and save um that okay, I'm with the black, I'm with the black folks that they all of a sudden just like sounding like the go along, no, you get along, it's like, I'm going along with the thing just because what my boss or someone says. Well, I'm not really, but I'm not really like you know what I mean. Like not really into like not really in the just social people. I'm just doing it to get a paycheck to get the money. So.
That's why I said it. That virtually apply to pretty much everybody that make a living for themselves for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. So I'm just trying to figure out what's what's the difference from the everyday person that could be presumably just trying to make money versus putting this stigma on somebody like even Rachel Nichols, she might deserve this stigma that separate her from everybody else that's just trying to get her money. Maybe she kind of using some kind of propaganda tactics to, stop somebody else from getting a job. I don't know. I don't know. It's this situation. This situation, I don't really. It's like whether it was a black or white person or whoever's in that situation, I wouldn't be surprised if they acted in the same manner as she did. So that's why it's not really situation is not really it don't really move me like that. I think we have a lot of pseudo racism. That's the term I'm using. It's kind of like pseudo racism tactics to kind of move black people emotionally, but they don't really move the needle.
Mm-hmm.
And in some ways, in some in some ways, I don't know if in this situation is they kind of traps for us. A lot of these pseudo racial scenes or events that take place, they kind of trap us too. Even when you talk about the police brutality, this big push for police brutality, for police being so abusive to black people. One of the biggest thing it's gonna do is gonna unpolice our neighborhoods. Less police in the neighborhoods, crime gonna go up for sure. Am I trying to disvalue some of the acts that took place? No, I'm not trying to do that. But we gotta understand if we live in certain neighborhoods and crime rate is up in our neighborhood, we need to police it, even if we need to do it ourselves, or even we need to organize in some unconventional way to do that. But just not having less police in the projects and some of the rough areas that black people grow up, it ain't safe for you. It ain't safe for your kids. It ain't safe for your. You know, it's not safe for nobody.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But we really got to look. Even when you talk about some of these movements that's supposed to be allegedly pro-black, are they really pro-black? And if other people are talking about them, what does it really mean if they're not even real movements? They're not even real movements they're not even true to the definition of the movement. BLM. Is it really a pro black movement?
No.
Okay, so when a person is not of color talks about it not having value, should it move us? If we know it's already not a black movement, like I don't know, man. It's these are really compromising times because I feel like black people and black people we move in we have very feministic instincts. Everything is impulsive and emotional. People that have try to people that try to obtain power or build something, you can't move off emotion. Got to use your brain. Got to use your brain. But we want to get up and roar about every little thing that's said, everything that's done, and I think a lot of these pseudo racial events that take place, they know that we emotionally act before we think about what's going on. or strategize. We'll react in either a violent way or a unproductive way to finding the solution to the situation instead of playing, plotting, and strategizing.
Mm.
Cause I don't know how old you are, young, but some of the stuff that's going on that they putting on TV, it's been going on. But why did they decide to put it on TV all of a sudden?
For the money.
No, to create a shock value to it, create a shock value, and in some ways desensitize people to getting accustomed to dealing with these type of situations.
Mm.
Once you get used to seeing it, it's not that once you get once you get used to seeing certain things, it don't have the same either shock value or it allows people to get a reaction from you and then know how to move. A lot of things is a lot of things is done. Need to get in here. A lot of things is done is I'm gonna tell you this is how really they control people. It's no different than business. I don't know if you know what the most important thing is to business.
What's that?
Do you ever eat fast food or go out
Yeah.
or go to a drive-through? What do they try to get you to do when you pay for your food? Sometimes they try to beg you to do a survey.
Mm.
You know, you ever had that happen to you?
No, not really. Never had a survey.
You never go through drive-throughs and they try to tell you you can get a free sum if you do a survey.
Hey, yeah,
But
yeah,
this
yeah.
okay? I'm finna say, why you think they do that?
Wow.
Most important thing to a business is consumer data. They want to know how you think. They want to know what makes you come there and buy their product, buy their food, whatever it is you're buying. Right? It's no different than the people that control the world. They want to know how you think. They want to know how you respond to certain situations. That's consumer data for them. So they want to know what they want to know what's going to be your reaction to any type of action that they whether they put it out organically or propaganda or in propaganda. They want to see how you're gonna react. Then they know what move to make next.
Mm.
And a group of people that move off emotion, they have no power. They have no concept of power. Because men don't women move off emotion. Men, not men. You study history, dude. Men conquer. Men conquer. Men establish civilization. But you look at people, black people in America. They move off emotion. The men and the women. Natural. It's natural for women to do that, but as men get emotional about everything, bro. It ain't about nothing. It's not. So in some capacity, everybody go along to get along. But the difference between other people is they have objective. They have objective to do what you got to do, but know you got to change your situation. Black people just play victims. They sit around and try to figure out why they can't get shit done. Then just say, you know what, I got to get along right now, but I got a plan to where I'm gonna have it. I might get along now, But once I'm through executing my plan, it's all she wrote. What the hell Polo at? That nigga gone, ain't he?